Let's be real for a second. Making money in crypto this cycle hasn't been easy. Gone are the days when you could throw money into any random altcoin and watch it 5x overnight. The market has matured and so have the players. But that doesn't mean opportunities don't exist anymore. It just means the approach needs to evolve. The real edge today lies in being early, getting into high-potential projects before the noise starts, and positioning ourselves before the crowd rushes in. A lot of people think the airdrop meta is dead or that every ICO ends up being a rug. But that's not entirely true. In this video, I'm going to focus only on the ones that actually have strong fundamentals and solid odds of performing well. I've spent hours filtering through dozens of projects and narrowed them down to a few ICOs and airdrops that genuinely stand out from the noise. If you're here for honest, data-driven insights without the hype, make sure to hit the like button. It really supports the channel and keeps us motivated to bring you more research-based breakdowns like this. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. As always, this video is purely for educational purposes and not financial advice. Please do your own research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. Now, let's get straight into it. Before we jump into the projects, there are a few important things I want to clarify first. I won't be going too deep into every single one of them. Instead, I'll highlight only the key details you really need to know. Going through the full DApp process on screen can take a lot of time, so if I see enough interest, I'll make separate videos breaking each one down in detail. If you have any doubts or get stuck at any point, feel free to join our Discord and ask questions. The decoder community is always active and happy to help. Also, be very careful when accessing these sites. There are tons of fake links out there trying to scam people. Use only the official links in the description of this video. Some of those links can even give you a small points boost for airdrops, so it's worth using them. And lastly, there are a few more projects that I think could have potential, but I couldn't fit them all in this video. If there's enough interest, I'll drop a second part soon. Make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get into the first project. It is an ICO that's been generating massive excitement, and for good reason. It's called MegaETH. At its core, it's an Eth Layer 2 solution, but what makes it special is its goal of becoming the first real-time blockchain. MegaETH is tackling one of ETH's biggest challenges, scalability. While other scaling solutions have made progress, MegaETH aims to go far beyond that. They're targeting over 100,000 transactions per second with sub-millisecond latency. The idea is to make decentralized apps feel as smooth and responsive as regular Web 2 platforms, which could completely transform high-frequency decentralized finance and other complex on-chain use cases. The excitement around this one is unreal. The ICO is happening in partnership with Echo, which is run by none other than Kobe. The final sale details haven't been made public yet, but I've already locked in my registration and I'm waiting for updates from the team about the presale. To be completely transparent, I'm going in heavy on this one. One of the most bullish signs for me is what the team did yesterday. They bought back 4.75% of the total token supply from their early pre-seed investors. That's extremely rare to see before a token launch. It shows they're serious about building a clean holder base and focusing on long-term sustainability instead of letting short-term speculators dictate price action. And the backers here are top tier. Vitalik Buterin himself is an angel investor, along with major venture capital firms like Dragonfly. That alone gives the project huge credibility. Their seed round was already done at a 9-figure valuation, and the follow-up rounds have been even higher. That kind of progression tells you investor conviction is only growing stronger. From a risk-reward standpoint, I see this as one of the safer ICO plays we've had in a while, with potentially massive upside. The last project launched on Sonar Plasma delivered incredible returns, and the anticipation for MegaETH is on a whole different level. The only challenge is going to be getting in. Demand is expected to be insane, and just like with Plasma, whales and bots could easily dominate the sale. If you plan to participate, make sure you're using a wallet with solid on-chain activity and history, as that can improve your chances of allocation. It's going to be highly competitive, but this is definitely one of those opportunities worth keeping a very close eye on. To participate in the sale, you'll need to register before October 27th. Start by heading over to Echo and creating your account. I'll leave all the links in the description in proper order so you can follow along easily. Once your account is ready, complete the KYC verification on Echo. After that, visit Sonar and connect your wallet to prepare for the sale. Next, go to the MegaETH site, where you should connect both your wallet and your Sonar account. You can also link your X, Discord, and GitHub accounts since they're part of the verification process. If you want, you can connect up to 3 wallets to increase flexibility. Once all of this is done, your account will be fully verified and you'll be eligible to invest in the ICO. Now, moving on to the second project, and this one is really interesting. because it offers both an ICO and a major airdrop opportunity. It's called USD-AI. This is a synthetic dollar protocol built on Arbitrum, and it's designed to solve a big problem faced by anyone holding stablecoins: how to earn consistent, sustainable yield. The platform allows you to deposit your stablecoins and earn passive returns, but what makes it unique is the source of those yields. Instead of depending purely on decentralized lending or staking mechanics, USD-AI generates yield through loans collateralized by real-world AI infrastructure, like high-demand GPU servers and compute hardware. In other words, your stablecoins are indirectly earning yield from the rapidly growing AI industry itself. That real-world connection is what makes this project stand out and gives it strong potential to attract serious capital once the word spreads. This project has been gaining serious traction. They've already raised over $17 million and are backed by some big names, including Izzy Labs, which is the venture arm of Binance. The tokenomics are very community-driven. Around 30% of the total supply is reserved for an airdrop, while the remaining 70% will go to an ICO sale at a $300 million valuation. The best part is that the token generation event is expected in just about 3 months, so we won't have to wait long to see how this plays out. Getting involved is simple since this is an airdrop farm where the goal is to add liquidity and earn points. To start, you'll need USDC on the Arbitrum network or stablecoins on the Plasma chain. Then, head over to the platform and connect your wallet. I'll leave the link in the description, and if you use my link, you'll get a 10% points boost. Once you're in, navigate to the Allo tab and select either the ICO or airdrop option. You'll find all the details there about what you'll earn under each category. On the right side, you'll see the execute section, which is where you'll add liquidity. At the moment, the deposit caps on Arbitrum are full, so you'll have to wait until they reopen to add more liquidity using USDC. However, there's a workaround if you don't want to wait. You can switch to the ICO tab, select the max strategy, and buy YT USD-AI on Plasma. You can then use XBL or wrapped ETH to make the purchase. Once you buy it, you'll start earning points immediately. Keep in mind that when you buy YT USD-AI, you're effectively getting a 25x allo position because the tokens have a maturity date. So only invest the amount you're comfortable allocating for the ICO. If your main goal is to farm using stablecoins, it might be better to wait for the deposit caps to be lifted. I see this as a moderate risk opportunity since it's still early in the game. There are only around 50,000 wallets farming right now, so we're definitely not late. The fact that the deposit caps keep filling up shows there's strong demand for this project. You might need to check back a few times to catch the next opening, but considering the top-tier backers and massive airdrop allocation, this is definitely one of those early opportunities worth tracking closely and jumping into when you get the chance. Next up, we've got a couple of perpetual DEXs that are still in their early stages, starting with Pacifica. It's a perpetuals exchange built on Solana, and it's starting to gain serious traction. After missing out on Aster, I've been on the lookout for a promising Perp DEX that isn't already overfarmed, and Pacifica really seems to fit that bill. To test it out, I started small and managed to rank within the top 500 in trading volume in just a single day. On most other Perp DEXs, you'd need to push tens of millions in volume to even get close to that rank, which shows how early we are here. The project launched its point system only in October, and it's already seeing explosive growth, with daily trading volumes crossing into the billions. What makes Pacifica really stand out is the lack of any major VC involvement. You won't find a flashy valuation or a list of big backers here because the team has fully self-funded the project. That means no venture capital firms waiting to dump tokens and no complicated vesting schedules hanging over the market. It's a clean, community-first setup. The founder was previously the COO at FTX, and the rest of the team includes top-tier talent from exchanges like Binance and Coinbase. So while the project is new, it's being built by people who clearly know how to run an exchange at scale. Right now, Pacifica is still in closed alpha, and access is by invite only. I do have a limited number of invites available, and you can find the link in the description. Using that link will also give you a 5% points boost. Every week, Pacifica distributes 500,000 points to users based on their activity. The exact formula for how points are awarded changes weekly and isn't disclosed publicly, which keeps the system fair and prevents users from gaming it. I'm planning to farm this airdrop aggressively and will keep you updated as more information comes out. This one has all the signs of an early opportunity with strong potential. Next up is a project on Arbitrum that's aligned with one of the strongest narratives in crypto right now, real-world assets. It's called Ostium, and it was actually brought to my attention by one of our longtime community members in our free Discord. Shout out to the Decoder fam for constantly digging up solid alpha. Ostium is a perpetuals exchange that goes beyond just crypto trading. It allows users to take leveraged long or short positions on real-world assets like gold, oil, SPX, and even Forex pairs. The idea here is to give decentralized finance users exposure to traditional financial markets, all directly on-chain, without having to deal with wrapped or tokenized versions of those assets. That's a huge step forward for decentralized finance accessibility and diversification. Ostium isn't just another experimental DEX either. It's backed by serious investors. They raised $3.5 million in a seed round co-led by General Catalyst and Local Globe, both well-respected venture capital firms. The round also saw participation from Balaji Srinivasan, who many of you know as the former CTO of Coinbase. The combination of both traditional and crypto-native investors backing this project signals strong confidence in its potential. Now let's talk about the airdrop angle, which looks very promising. Ostium recently rolled out its points program and the response was explosive. Their total value locked jumped from around $5 million to over $50 million within a short span. Just like Pacifica, they're distributing a minimum of 500,000 points every week to users based on trading activity, liquidity provision, and referrals. While the team hasn't officially confirmed a token yet, a structured points program like this almost always leads to a token launch and an airdrop. So it's one of those early opportunities worth getting involved in before the hype fully catches on. So there you have it. 2 high-conviction ICOs and 2 promising airdrop farms that I'm personally tracking and farming this quarter. Remember, the theme for this cycle is being strategic and putting in the work before the crowd arrives. The opportunities are definitely still out there, but they reward research and effort. Not every project will deliver massive returns, but positioning yourself early in just 1 or 2 winners can make all the grinding worthwhile. I'll be tracking all of these projects closely and will keep you updated with progress reports and new opportunities as they come up. If you got value from this breakdown, smash that like button and make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss those updates. I want to hear from you, so let me know in the comments which of these projects you're most excited about. And if you have questions or get stuck with any of these platforms, join our free Discord community where we're all grinding together. As always, stay safe, do your own research, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.